to the Drive-In Movie Podcast.
Now playing The End of Oak Street at D23.
Right. I'm your host, Michael.
And I'm Berkan.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Changing the intro once again.
No, I'm just introducing you. Hate when I introduce myself.
Yeah, I don't want them to know who I am.
This is the podcast where Berkan and I go watch a blockbuster movie in theaters.
And then immediately come to the car to debrief, break it down, have the theories, have the conversations, have the good times, the good laughs.
So you get the freshest takes on these brand new movies.
Yes.
And it's you get to participate in the after movie conversation that you would normally have
with your friends. You know, when none of you seem to be able to say goodbye. You just keep talking. That's what this podcast embodies.
Right. And as Berkan touched on, we're talking about a few things today. We're going to talk about the ongoing D23 that's happening this weekend.
Crazy announcements last night. Crazy. And then of course the End of Oak Street, which just came out, and One Piece.
Yeah, me and Berkan are doing a One Piece watch through, so we'll give you an update on that. We have
like 20 episodes of One Piece to discuss instead of 10 episodes, which by the way, very overwhelming. This is why we do 10 episodes a week. It is overwhelming to cover 20 episodes.
We can't talk about them in depth when we watch more than 10 episodes at a time.
It is I'm so overwhelmed.
Yeah.
So much.
And honestly, I love our theories. I think we have great theories.
I think we have great theories.
Even
the internet hates our One Piece theories. The internet seems to hate my One Piece theories.
I think that you just make wild accusations instead of theories.
But like, it's 20 years of content.
So what?
So like, I want to be original. I'm at a disadvantage.
I obviously don't think that they appreciate originality just for the sake of being original, because you can literally just say
sense. It's not like I'm saying like my theory is that Luffy has a tail and the tail is a One Piece. It's not like I'm saying stuff like that.
You could say Nami's secretly a mermaid, and then people would be like, I guess, but like, what does that have to do with anything?
Do you think Nami's secretly a mermaid?
I don't think that we've seen anything to the contrary, so nobody can prove me otherwise.
We have seen her swim. She is very in tune with the ocean.
The mermaid rules are different than they are in other universes.
Why is she so good at making maps?
Here we go.
She might be a mermaid.
Here we go.
You may be cooking.
We're going to replace our warlord theories with mermaid theories.
Nami's actually a mermaid.
I think Luffy's secretly a mermaid.
Okay, but right now, Nami being a mermaid makes sense.
Until proven not a mermaid, everyone's a mermaid.
I need you to take this seriously because I think you're cooking.
I was literally just throwing it out there.
Does he know?
Dan posts on every single one of
does he know?
Dan's always posting on our videos. Does he know? I feel like even when he knows that we're wrong, he's posting, does he know?
Does he know?
To like throw us off the scent.
Actually, I have some beef with this. My last theory, I read some of the One Piece comments very carefully. Very carefully. And some people are like, oh, he's cooking. I like this theory. I've caught up. I like this theory. And some people are like, absolutely not. This is stupid. I've caught up. You're not cooking whatsoever. Someone is trolling with me. I'm being trolled by one of these sides of the One Piece fandom, and I don't know if it's the one supporting me or the one hating on me.
Interesting.
So, we'll see. But I like the Nami
I think we'll have
theory.
To catch up to know for sure. Because I'd rather be in the dark rather than you seem to have a different opinion. You need to know whether or not your theories are right.
I like to know if I'm cooking.
No, you like to tell people I told you so.
I love the I told you so. I love the if I could get you a nice crisp I told you so in One Piece, I'd be so happy.
You are so fast to throw out the I told you so. Even if someone agrees with it. Like you'll say to me, I think this is gonna happen in this movie. I'll be like, yeah, I think so too. And then that thing will happen, you'll be like, I told you. And I'll be
you don't think it's a little bit impressive if like in the first 2 seconds I'm like, I think this will happen.
But you don't get enough satisfaction out of I think you're right. Like that is a compliment. That is me trying to be like, hey, here's some validation. Well,
yeah, maybe you have more energy,
Michael. You need to double down on it.
Yeah.
I told you so.
It's just good movie editing at this point.
You need me to go, oh my God, you're a fucking genius.
Yeah, suck my dick, Michael, for the love of God. How many hints do I have to give you?
Oh my God, you're so right. Blackbeard is a villain.
Oh my God,
Blackbeard's a bad dude.
How do you want to start this? Do you want to go End of Oak Street and then D23? I want to end with One Piece.
Okay?
Because there's a lot of like announcements and stuff to get through.
Yeah. So typically, what we do is we save the movie for as like late in the episode as possible, so that you can watch the episode at least like most or part of the episode without there being spoilers.
Right.
So I do think that we should start with D23, so we can just cover like news type stuff first. Okay. Then we can talk about the movie and we can go into spoilers.
All right.
And if you haven't seen End of Oak Street yet, you can like get up to that point, pause it, go watch the movie, come back, watch the rest of this episode.
All right. Well, then I have a new game for you, Michael.
All right. What's that?
The game is called Green Light, Red Light.
Red light, green light.
No, it's green light, red light.
Oh.
Copyright, Michael. Copyright.
We're
the drive-in movie podcast.
Yes.
So you're at a light and you hear new movie news. You're going to tell me green light means you're all for it. Go, go, go. Red light means please don't stop. And then yellow light means I'm indifferent.
Okay.
I may go, I may not.
Right. Like literally, like when you're in a boardroom and you're giving a project the green light.
This is traffic news of the Drive-In Movie Podcast.
Okay, got it.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a lot of D23 announcements to get through. So some of these will be quick, some of these will not be quick.
Okay.
The Princess Diaries 3 is in active production development. However, Anne Hathaway's returning, but Julie Andrews will not be returning.
I'm gonna give it a green light because I love Anne Hathaway to death.
To death.
I'll watch Anne Hathaway in every single movie.
Anne Hathaway's excited. I'm excited. Plus, I love the Princess Diaries movies.
Yeah,
they're so good.
They were good. I haven't seen them since I was a child. To be real with you,
should we binge them? Should we rewatch them?
It's only two
before the new one comes out. We'll binge them.
Sure.
Okay, the new Simpsons movie releasing September 2027.
I'm going to give it a yellow light because I love the original Simpsons movie, but this might fall into the category of the SpongeBob movies where the first one is amazing. It's a masterpiece. And then they keep trying to make new movies and everyone's like, whatever.
It's 20 years in between them.
Okay.
So,
but also like, and I don't want to like disrespect the Simpsons community, but who's still watching the Simpsons? Like who's actually like a Simpsons fan in 2026?
Yeah, I don't really watch Simpsons episodes anymore, but I am excited to watch the movie.
Yeah, I know that Simpsons like was a pioneer, like for its time in adult animation, and it was hilarious. But nowadays, I don't know if it's like still hitting the same. So I don't know if the movies are gonna hit the same.
Okay, releasing in 2028, The Incredibles 3 will follow the children in a quest to prove that they can be real superheroes. Bob is dealing with the eternal crisis of maybe he is washed, and not all superheroes are good.
Green light.
And also, the villain is said to be more powerful than the entire Parr family
combined.
Green light.
All
the freaking way, bro.
It is
all the freaking way.
It is kind of funny that we're revisiting the whole Bob is dealing with the fact that he might be washed. It's like
full
that
circle.
Was literally the plot of the first movie.
But he was like,
and the second movie.
But he was washed because like heroes weren't a thing, but now heroes are. Now he's being washed by comparison.
Okay, but he was washed in the first one because heroes had to go into hiding. He was washed in the second one because he had to be a stay-at-home dad so that his wife could succeed. And he's now being washed in the third one because the heroes are back, but he's not in the spotlight.
Yeah.
Dude, like just it's not about you. It's not.
Here is the concept art of The Incredibles 3.
Whoa. That's like his original costume.
Yeah,
too.
It looks like his original suit.
Okay.
Pretty cool. Edna Mode will return, by the way.
Of course.
I feel like that's important.
An Incredibles movie without Edna Mode is not an Incredibles movie.
All right, here's one that I'm curious on your thoughts for. The first concept art for Coco 2 was revealed, releasing in 2029, and he will reunite with Grandma Coco, it seems, in the land of the dead.
Is there something above green light? Is there something? Is there?
So
a
you're for a Coco 2?
Yeah, I'm even removing the traffic signals. You are now on the highway.
Okay.
You can go 80 miles per hour. I love Coco so much. I think it's the best Pixar movie.
It's 5.
It's number 1. And
there's The Incredibles. There's Monsters Inc. There's Finding Nemo. And there's Coco. And there's Inside Out, in my opinion.
That's your opinion. That's your opinion. Mine is that Coco is number 1.
Okay. We'll see.
What do you mean we'll see?
And then you obviously know that Coco is being added to Kingdom Hearts 4.
Yes.
I feel like we can revisit Kingdom Hearts later because I kind of want to talk about Kingdom Hearts with you.
Okay.
But I want to get through these announcements.
Okay. Do you want a green light or a red light for this one?
Not for that one. I do want a green light, red light, or yellow light for an animated Kingdom Hearts series coming to Disney+.
That's going to be interesting. I'll green light it. But it's interesting because it's a combination of so much Disney IP that's already in movies.
That's going to be really exciting. It's the closest thing we're going to get to a Disney multiverse.
Yeah, but also I feel like it's obviously not going to be canon. Like, so it kind of, to me, it's like going to be this weird kind of a what if style show, like a Marvel's what if stuff, like where it's like, yeah, here's some cool stories, but they're not real, Did
you say green? That kind of feels like a yellow.
I'm going to give it, I am kind of excited to see what they do with it. If I'm being optimistic, right, I'll give it a green light. In reality, I think it's going to end up being kind of mid.
I feel like it should be an anime. I think it'd be really cool to see specifically Pixar characters in that anime format.
Yeah.
I think that'd be so cool.
And the fight scenes can go super hard.
So hard. I will be all for it.
And you know what? And it's also, I'm pretty sure Square Enix is a Japanese company.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Because I think it's under Sony? Their games, a lot of their games are for PlayStation, which is a Sony console, so I don't know.
True.
But I do think like it like the developers are a Japanese company, but I don't know for certain. So that being said, that's why I think also it could do well as an anime. But
yeah. Okay. Pixar revealed a new original film called Ghost Market. The supernatural thriller follows a young boy who enters a hidden market that happens to be the crossroad of the living and dead.
Okay, so this is an original story.
Original story.
Okay.
Supernatural thriller.
It's a ghost story. Is it animated? Is it live action?
And Pixar.
It's Pixar. Interesting. Do we have any concept art or anything?
We have a little bit of a teaser.
Okay.
But it's just a boy who has like it's like one of those like old style like ghost TV shows type of teasers. And then I think it's a floating bowl.
Interesting. So it's a ghost story, but it's not actually going to be scary because it's Pixar.
Or maybe they described it as supernatural thriller.
Supernatural
Hopper
thriller.
got pretty scary at some points.
Hopper,
Pixar is starting to, you're telling me Hopper wasn't like
Hopper wasn't
a little
scary.
bit borderline? Some of the visuals of Hoppers, I was like, that is traumatizing
what
for a
was
kid.
scary?
The guy ripped his face off with the robot underneath.
It was a robot.
Yeah, but it was terrifying. His eyes are bulging out.
Wow.
It's terrifying for a Pixar movie.
This one I'm gonna give a red light. I don't like. Look, it's Pixar. It's probably gonna be good.
Original Pixar films should never get a red light.
It's probably gonna be. Look, Elio. I don't know if that was gonna be. That was a red light, in my opinion.
Okay. Okay. Pixar movies can turn into red lights, but they shouldn't start. You should always go to a Pixar movie optimistic. It's a rule.
After the last couple, maybe not the last couple, but they've had some recent misses. I don't know if Turning Red really was a hit for me. Elio was not a hit for me. So now I'm a little bit more hesitant with some Pixar movies. And after hearing that this is going to be a ghost story, but it's not going to be scary because it's a Pixar movie, I'm kind of going, what's the point?
It might be, though. It might be. Who knows?
I'm going to give it a red light, but I'm willing to have my mind. If the movie ends up being good, I'll say, you know what, I was wrong.
Okay.
I should have given it a green light, but for now I'm not into that.
I believe it comes out spring 2028.
Okay. We got a couple years.
Yes. So, the live action Lilo and Stitch is getting a sequel. It is being directed by Chris Sanders, who directed the original, and it's going to be an original story, and it will have Angel.
Red light. I did not like the live action Lilo and Stitch.
But it's an original story with the original creator.
Red light.
The original creator's making an original story. It's just live action now.
Red light.
I would give it at least a yellow light.
Nah, red light.
All
I don't love these live actions. I'm sorry.
All right. The Bluey movie is releasing in August 2027, and the characters will now be 3D animated.
Yellow light. I'm sure this is exciting for somebody, not me.
It may be one of the first movies I take my son to see.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the kids are into this. I'm sure that the parents are excited that their kids are going to have some quality entertainment. Me personally, I have no stake in this.
The live action Tangled.
Red light.
Really?
I don't need a live action remake for Tangled.
Interesting. Okay, I actually think Tangled is probably, so far it feels like Tangled is the most celebrated live action I've seen on the internet. They casted very well. Catherine Hahn as Mother Gothel is going to be so good.
People really wanted Sabrina Carpenter for that too, right?
She would have been good, but they got.
What did they say, that she was too pretty for it? They said something really stupid.
Yeah, it was something about it.
We thought about casting Sabrina Carpenter, but she's just too pretty.
Yeah,
for a Disney princess.
Yeah. Okay. They revealed the first look at an Oswald animated series.
Oswald. Oh, that's the child. That's the kid show with the octopus.
No.
What's Oswald?
Oswald was the rabbit thing that came before Mickey.
Oh, I'm pretty sure. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's also an Oswald who is a child.
Yes, there is
a kid's show about an octopus.
There is, but this is going to be a show that's going to have live action elements. But they brought back a lot of the character. Oswald is specifically exclusively 2D animated and hand drawn.
Yellow light. I don't know.
I think it'll be cute.
It might be cute. I'm not super excited about it just from that. I don't know who this character is. I don't know what kind of story it's gonna be. We don't have a trailer or anything.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be excited about based on this news.
So this is one I probably should have showed you a trailer for. I forgot they released a trailer. So there's a couple trailers that 90% of the announcements we're going through right now, Michael has not heard until this moment.
Yeah.
I showed him the trailer for 3 things.
Mm-hmm.
This probably should have been one of them. I apologize.
Okay.
Marvel revealed the first poster and trailer for Vision Quest, a new series coming October 14th. It is going to be the end of the Wanda trilogy on Disney Plus.
It
is basically after watching the trailer myself, because you remember how WandaVision ended with White Vision?
Yes.
We're going through the mind of Vision, and he's basically trying to figure out who Vision was, restore his memories. He's having a lot of connection with Ultron.
Right.
So Ultron is back.
Because Ultron was a precursor to Vision.
Yes. And it's kind of like a father-son relationship now.
Oh.
Kind of piecing things together.
Ooh.
Kind of understanding.
Is James Spader back?
Yes, he is.
Ooh.
And he's in Ultron form and human form. All Jarvis,
human form.
Friday, Ultron, they all have human forms because they're in the head of
so
Vision.
There's a live action James Spader.
Yes.
Green light for sure. I love James Spader, and we do need a conclusion to this whole Vision arc. The community loved WandaVision. Scarlet Witch, we're kind of in limbo as to where she is, if she's alive or dead. All we know for certain is that who plays
Elizabeth Olsen.
Elizabeth Olsen has said that she's not coming back to a Marvel project, but actors always say this until they're offered a bigger check.
Yeah.
So
I'm pretty sure she'll be in Doomsday.
Okay. So I'm greenlighting this because I would like to see the conclusion of this series, and I love James Spader so much.
James Spader's so good. He's such a good Ultron. I'm just glad Ultron's back because he was so good as Ultron, and it was a shame that we only had him for one project.
Puppets on string.
Okay. Avengers Doomsday, the new trailer.
Yes.
Massive green light.
I'm giving it a green light.
I was so hyped with that trailer.
I'm bullish. I'm bullish on Doomsday. I know that there is some discourse. I'm bullish.
You didn't think that trailer was freaking incredible?
I think it's incredible. I think a lot of people are kind of pessimistic about it. I know that there's also a lot of optimism out there, but there's a loud contingency of people that are like, come on, y'all.
I'm kind of
you're bringing back all these people and yada, yada.
As a new father, I'm kind of scared to watch Doomsday because there's a lot of emphasis on the characters with kids in that trailer. And I'm like, what is going to happen here?
It's not going to be a good year for fathers.
Oh!
A lot of fathers biting the dust, it seems like maybe.
Please don't kill the daddies.
Yeah, I think they might be killing
the
daddies.
Or hurt the children. Don't hurt the children.
I just seeing all those characters again, I haven't really felt this cameo feeling in a while. Where I'm we're seeing Shuri and Shang-Chi in the same room, seeing
Vanessa Miss Invisible Woman talking to the Avengers.
Yes.
Crazy. So good.
Obviously we have Chris Evans again. Seeing all these people from different movies in the same room, it's I know that that's Marvel's whole bread and butter, but I haven't felt this way about a cameo in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it kind of lost its power, lost its luster a little bit. And for some reason, from this trailer, I'm kind of getting excited again.
Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds sent a video message into D23 to plead their case for them to join the cast. It is not confirmed that they have joined the cast.
That is crazy that they're not. We had Magneto in there, but we didn't have Wolverine.
Pretty sure Wolverine's going to be in it.
Wolverine's got to be
in it. He's got to be in it. I loved the trailer for Avengers Doomsday. Yep. Coming in 2028, we got the cast of the brand new X-Men movie.
Okay.
Kit Connor is playing Cyclops.
Kit Connor, who is that?
He was the voice of Bright Bill in The Wild Robot.
Okay.
Indy Neveretti, the girl from Obsession, is Rogue.
No way?
Yeah.
Wow.
Christopher Abbott, who I'm not familiar with, is Professor X.
All right.
Adam Driver, Kylo Ren,
right? I know
is playing Mr. Sinister.
Okay.
Samara Weaving is playing Emma Frost. Spicy blonde.
Okay.
With ice abilities. Maya Boyd is playing Storm. And that is our X-Men cast.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty exciting. Nothing obviously they literally all just met for the first time at D23.
Okay. So we haven't started filming or anything yet.
No, they literally signed their contract that day and then they announced it at D23.
Gotcha.
So they're coming.
This is brand new news.
This is brand new.
Okay.
What did you think?
Which makes sense because they signed the girl from Obsession.
Yeah.
Because Obsession was just recently a banger. So it's clearly this is new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think of Ahsoka Season 2? The trailer.
The trailer for Ahsoka Season 2, on the same vein as the Doomsday trailer, I'm very bullish for it, green lighting it. I love seeing all these characters that we haven't seen in a minute, and the reunions, the Anakin Force Ghost,
The Ahsoka Season 2 trailer is the most excited I've been watching a Star Wars trailer in a very long time.
Yeah, me too.
I was so like, it's just so cool with all the different fighting, all the different like lightsabers.
Yeah, they have like the
characters,
the laser
witches,
bows,
the dog fights in space.
They have the spaceships where all the lasers coalesce into one.
Oh, so cool. Yeah. So cool.
They have the lightsabers that split into like multiple parts. Like not even like, and they've introduced new lightsabers in other other movies before. Like when Darth Maul's lightsaber came out, people were like, what? 2 sides? When Kylo Ren's lightsaber came out, they went, what? Like hilt guard?
Insane.
Now there's like this new one that's like, you know what I mean?
I just love like all the like the cool like mystical stuff that's coming in Star Wars, like the witches and like Grand Admiral Thrawn's whole return, and then like the Morteef gods that we get to explore, and just I'm so excited.
Yeah, I feel like
so excited.
This could open up like a whole new realm of Star Wars because all of Star Wars basically takes place in one galaxy, and Ahsoka's also exploring what's going on in an entirely different one.
Yeah, it's so exciting.
Yeah.
We do not have anything to look at, but Starfighter releasing in less than a year with Ryan Gosling, who is said to have the fastest ship in the galaxy, but you're not supposed to know that.
Oh. Is that a leak? What is that?
No. Like it's okay that like people don't realize that he has the fastest ship in the galaxy.
Like in the story.
In the story.
Okay, people don't realize.
Yeah, because I think when you think fastest ship in the galaxy, you think Millennium Falcon.
You think Han Solo.
Yeah. Which, by the way, Starfighter will be the latest film in the Star Wars timeline.
Interesting. So this takes place after the sequels.
Rise of Skywalker.
Okay. Very interesting. Because everything that's come out since the sequels has been, like, in between franchises,
now,
basically.
This
in between
could change,
trilogies.
But that was the conversation about this film when they first announced it. So I'm very excited. Amy Adams is also in it. So Amy Adams, Ryan Gosling, mega cast.
Ryan Gosling,
so good. Matt Smith is the villain. Yeah, so good, so good.
Okay.
I
am excited for these Star Wars projects.
All green lights.
All green lights for those. Bang. I'm excited for a lot of the D23 stuff, but some of the I don't know. Some of it
we still got some more to go.
I'm 50-50 on the announcements.
Yeah. Zootopia 3 is in the works.
Okay. Yellow light.
Okay, you weren't that big of a fan of...
I know you're a Zootopia guy.
Yeah, I like Zootopia. I'm excited for the third one.
You're green-lighting it?
Green light.
Okay. I'll watch it.
Clay, a new original film from Walt Disney Animation. The film starring Kieran Culkin follows a terrible mentor who must look after a newborn bale of clay.
Kieran Culkin is in a Disney movie?
Yes.
What?
Yep.
He is not Disney material.
Well, he is now.
I feel like
he's a terrible father who can't take care of clay.
Kieran Culkin himself would tell you that he's not Disney material.
Well, he is now, buddy.
What? Insane. Okay. How is he going to do that without just like saying something wildly inappropriate every 10 seconds?
Well, maybe like I said, he's a terrible mentor, so maybe that's part of it.
How terrible? And how much are you allowed to put in a Disney movie?
So what's the light?
I'm curious, so I'm gonna give it a green light.
Okay.
I need to see what happens.
Frozen 3. The film will follow Anna and Elsa facing against an evil ice queen after she disturbs Anna's wedding. Olaf will have a love interest named Samantha. This screams multiverse to me because like Ice Queen and they have like a snowman parallel that's female. It just feels really familiar. So it's obviously not going to be Frozen multiverse.
Yeah.
But there are parallels there that make me feel like there is some type of relation.
Deadpool and Wolverine are going to show up like, what? Wrong Disney movie.
Anna and Elsa go up against Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
Elsa could beat Doctor Doom.
Yeah. Elsa will return in Avengers Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Did you say Elsa could beat Doctor Doom?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think so.
Elsa versus Frozone? Elsa, I think.
I think Elsa wins.
Unfortunately, I think it's Elsa.
Yeah.
I think she just got more ice. I think she just got like, I literally just think like, if you're talking quantity of snow and ice, I think Elsa.
Yeah, I think like Frozone needs like water. He needs, well, no, he can make water.
Yeah, he can get dehydrated.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. He gets dehydrated.
In that fire.
Yeah, he got dehydrated.
Like, there is no water in this air.
Yeah. I think you make water out of thin air. There is no water in it.
Oh god, what a good movie.
God.
I'm giving it a green light. I'm giving Frozen 3 a green light. I actually did like Frozen 2 a lot. I think it might be better than the original one.
Also, do you remember that Olaf was constantly looking for Samantha?
No.
Okay, well that was a bit of Frozen 2.
Okay.
And the new Olaf's name is Samantha.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you think that like Frozen falls into the category of the sequel's better than the original?
I personally prefer Frozen 2 because I like the more mature themes and the darker themes, and like the colors are a little bit like more appealing to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I personally would say that, but I don't think the general consensus is that Frozen 2 is better than Frozen.
Okay. That's my opinion.
I agree with
That's my opinion.
It's a green light opinion.
Okay.
That was all the D23 announcements.
Wow. That was crazy.
It was a lot.
That's a lot. And D23 is still going on, huh?
I hate the hazard lights.
Oh.
Yeah, D23 is going on as of filming this episode. Tonight is all the experiences. So, like, the movie stuff is done now.
Okay.
So, our realm is done.
Okay.
But yeah, pretty exciting stuff. Kingdom Hearts 4. You seem to have a pretty good reaction to watching that trailer.
I loved that trailer, especially because Coco's in it, and I've said this multiple times on this show.
On this episode.
On this episode and many others, I love Coco. I love Coco so much. And it's always funny seeing Sora pop up in like a Disney World.
Yeah.
It's always hilarious. Like when he pops up in like Pirates of the Caribbean and like Jack's
kind of fits in Pirates of the Caribbean.
He does, but then he goes immediately from like there to like Peter Pan, and you go, wait,
like what a second.
Then he goes from there to like Lion King, and then he's an actual lion cub in Lion King. You're like, wait a second. And he's just showing, like, he just shows up in the most random place. He shows up in Toy Story.
Yeah.
You know, Woody has to go, well, it's time to beat the Heartless, Sora. It's like, wait, you're not worried at all about, like, Andy finding you. Now you're worried about, like, the fate of humanity or something. And where all the souls are going. Like, what?
See, this is why I can't wait for the series.
Woody from Toy Story. He's, like, concerned about darkness taking over the multiverse. You know.
Do you have a preference between Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3?
Oh gosh, I think 2.
2 is the best one.
I think 2. But I do appreciate the fact that as the Kingdom Hearts games go on, that Sora gets older.
Yeah.
I think it's a really cool aspect that it's like we're watching Sora, we're growing up with Sora.
Yeah.
You know, because when Kingdom Hearts was coming out, I was single digits.
Yeah.
I was like, when the first Kingdom Hearts game came out, I might have been like a couple years old.
I want to. You will not be 30 when Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out.
No. Will we be 29?
We'll be 29.
We'll be 29.
I feel like that's okay.
That's fine.
It's okay.
Because also, to be honest with you, like, it's a game for millennials.
Yeah,
like,
it's our game.
Yeah. Even though we're cuspers.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I have zero clue what's actually going on in the Kingdom Hearts story. I just play the games, and I'm just here for the Disney worlds.
Yeah.
No clue what's going on in that.
The story is tough to follow. Like,
not a clue.
Even if you play all the games, and I was talking to Dan about this, the story is tough to follow.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, nobody can even really tell you what Kingdom Hearts is.
By the way,
like,
Dan,
the name of the game, nobody can really tell you what it is.
I agree. Dan, I told Dan, I was like, they're gonna announce a Kingdom Hearts series, and he's like, nah, bro, they won't do that.
You guessed that they were gonna announce a series?
Yeah, I called Dan 4 days ago, and I was like, I think they're gonna announce a Kingdom Hearts. I told him, I was like, I think I'm gonna make a video about them talking about like how they should turn Kingdom Hearts into a series, like an anime or something.
Yeah,
and then they announced it.
Why did you guess that? Like, what
because I knew Kingdom Hearts was a panel in Kingdom Hearts 4, and I was like, this feels like a good time to make this announcement. They wanted to make this announcement.
I'm hoping that the show makes the game story easier to follow.
Yeah.
Because the game story also requires, now they have like all these collections.
Yeah.
But when the games were coming out, it was like, okay, this game's on the PS2, this game's on the Game Boy, this game's on the DS, the game's back to PS2, then this game's on the PSP. Yeah. And it's like, wait, I have to have so many consoles to play all these games, and each game is actually important to the story.
It's a lot. And they've like tried making the remix and stuff, and I'm like, I still just can't.
But it's a lot of games to play to follow the story.
Yeah.
And even if you watch like a YouTube compilation of like
way too much
of like a story explanation, it takes 30 minutes to describe the story to anybody.
Yeah, way too much.
It's complicated.
So complicated.
I'm hoping that the story kind of makes it easier to follow.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, did I say this? I'm hoping the show makes it easier.
I think that's why you'd want to have a show. So.
Yeah.
One Piece.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Wait, did you want to talk about End of Oak Street first? You wanted to end on One Piece, didn't you?
Yeah, let's talk about End of Oak Street.
It's up to you.
How many Michaels will you give End of Oak Street?
Out of 10 Michaels. What are you going to say?
I'm waiting. I'm waiting to react.
Okay. Your mouth went up. Okay. Out of 10 Michaels, I'm giving it 7.
Oh.
I'm giving it a strong, solid 7.
I'm giving it 8 Michaels.
Okay.
I walked out of the End of Oak Street, and I was so mad that I didn't watch this movie with Michael.
Yeah.
Because I could just like hear your reactions to some things. This movie has some shocking moments and hilarious moments. It's wild.
Okay, here's what I thought about the movie. I totally agree with you. I think that this movie is definitely entertainment. I don't think it's art. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, movies are an art form.
Yeah.
But it's also entertainment. This movie is just entertainment. They do every cliche.
Yeah.
But it's been a while since we've seen the cliches done that they still land. You know what I mean?
I think they're hilarious, though. Like, okay, humping dinosaurs is not a cliche.
No. But also, it just felt really random.
But it was so funny.
It didn't, and also, like, I don't know, it seemed sort of out of place that the characters were fighting the whole time.
Listen, we talked,
and then all of a sudden Anne Hathaway's like, I want to take a picture of you
because, okay, listen, but that's like,
dinosaurs.
I think that's why it's such a good moment. Like, okay, we talk spoilers here, so there's spoilers for the Oak Tree. I think it's such a good moment because it's like, yes, they're the whole thing is like their relationship is on the fritz. But yeah, in the midst of chaos, they can find one moment of humanity to like laugh.
Yeah.
And then it is genuinely hilarious. And then right after it, it's the most shocking moment of the movie. Yeah. It completely puts you off guard.
Yeah.
And that's what makes that moment better.
Yeah. There are a weird amount of jump scares. This movie catches you off guard a lot.
Yeah.
You know?
So good, though. Yeah. So good. The ending doesn't make sense.
I was never bored during it. The ending does not make sense.
I have so many questions.
Yeah. But that's why I say it's like it's a really, really, really strong 7. I can't in good conscience give it more than a 7 because it is like the characters are not necessarily strong. The plot is not necessarily strong. You know, the setting is really the cool part about it.
Yeah.
The writing's not necessarily strong. It's really just the setting and like the atmosphere, the environment.
Everyone said they wanted Jurassic World to be in the real world.
Yeah.
And they gave it to us. Right? Fine, we'll do it.
That's
and I'm like, that's all.
That's the only thing it has going.
It's a good it's a fun summer block. It's a fun blockbuster to end the summer with.
Yeah.
After like the Odyssey and Spider-Man and
Anne Hathaway gives
good.
it 100% no matter what she's doing. I think. I mean, honestly, after this year, I think Anne Hathaway might be my favorite actor.
I think she's one of the greatest actresses of all time.
Like, I always knew that she was good. I think you're right. I think she might be one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah, and she's not done. She has another movie this year.
She was in the Odyssey, which had the entire film industry in it. She was acting alongside every single other person in Hollywood, and yet for some reason, she stole the show from me. I
think Anne Hathaway this year is her most impressive year, not because of the amount of movies she's releasing, but if you look at all 4 movies, you have Devil Wears Prada 2, The Odyssey, The End of Oak Street, Verity.
Yeah.
She plays a completely different character in all 4 movies so well. I'm like, this was like a masterclass of range from Anne Hathaway this year.
Yes.
So impressive. I freaking love Anne Hathaway. I love Anne Hathaway.
It's not even just like over the course of her career, she's played different characters in 1 year.
Yeah.
She's shown I can go from this to this to this to this, and I'm going to nail it every single time.
Crazy.
So
good.
I'm going to hit it out of the park every single time.
And also, to be fair, like Robert Pattinson also like had
Robert Pattinson's also
like,
up
every
there.
Character's completely different. Zendaya also plays a different character in every single one, but it's not like as drastic.
But Zendaya also she plays a lot of a similar vibe.
It's a little bit more like inner.
Yeah. It's always like kind of like a more reserved, edgy character. To me, I'm always thinking like, okay, you're still kind of playing like, I don't know if alternative is the right word, because that kind of means like goth or like emo. But you're always kind of playing like a little bit of like
I haven't seen Zendaya be kind of like bubbly and energetic since Disney Channel.
Exactly.
And I would like to see that because I'm curious on what her character. And she may never give us that because she may know like that's not something she's like interested in doing or can do.
Right.
So we'll see. What she does do, she does very well.
Yeah. But Robert Pattinson, I agree with you. Robert Pattinson this year, he's going from Chris Hansen to Mickey 17, where he plays 2 characters.
Mickey 17 was.
Oh, that was last year
ago.
Or 2 years ago.
So Robert Pattinson is in the drama.
Right, the drama.
The Odyssey, Primetime, and then
Dune. Did he have one more thing?
I don't think so.
Okay. But still.
Yeah.
Every time I see Robert Pattinson now, I'm always like, dang, I loved this. Every time I see him now.
Another thing about the End of Oak Street.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
And what's crazy about that is that I grew up in the time period where I was like in middle school when Twilight was coming out. And so I was doing the typical like middle school boy, like I hate this
Robert
movie series. I hate Robert Pattinson. Yeah. Oh my God. And now every time I see him, like, I'm like, he's so good. He's overcoming my bias against like
your 12-year-old bias.
Yeah. When's the Batman 2 coming out? Next year?
February 2028.
Okay. 2028? What the hell, you guys?
Did we not talk about that? It got delayed again.
I'm sure we have forgotten about it.
Yeah, it got delayed an extra 4 months.
What the hell? Because I have also gone on the record for saying that I love the Batman. I love it.
Yeah, delayed to 2020.
I love that. Mickey 17 was that was before we actually started this podcast, I think. So it's definitely been over a year.
Yeah,
I think it was right before we started
the movie before we started the podcast.
So it was definitely 2025. But when I watched that movie, I thought it was a 10 out of 10. Technically, it can't be the first 10 out of 10 Michaels on the podcast because that was before our time.
Yes.
But I loved it, and I love the fact that he played two characters in it.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen The Boy and the Heron, but I want to see it really bad.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay. You were saying.
I was going to say one more thing about the end of Oak Street before we move on to One Piece. I really appreciate the end of Oak Street, the variety of dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah. And I also like how they're more bird-like.
Yeah.
They have beaks and they have feathers.
Yeah.
And like they actually because scientists said, we don't actually think the dinosaurs were lizards. We think they were more like birds.
Yeah.
End of Oak Street was like, okay, well, let's throw that in there then.
Realism.
Yeah.
Okay. One Piece. Before we get into our One Piece plot, what do you think of One Piece doing a collab with McDonald's with SpongeBob? We're getting SpongeBob dressed.
McDonald's.
We're getting SpongeBob characters dressed in One Piece.
This seems entirely just for capitalism. This seems
it kind of feels
completely driven by profits.
I'm not against kids watching anime and stuff. I'm not against younger kids watching One Piece.
Okay.
But One Piece is kind of like a more vulgar show, right?
There are definitely a lot of parts where they Sanji, every time he's on screen, he's always trying to get with all the women, and they there's several scenes where the point of the scene is a character's breast.
Right.
There's literally a scene in Alabasta where Nami flashes all the men. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And so it's just
and so it's I don't know if a kid needs to see that.
It feels I think a One Piece SpongeBob collab is cool for adults. Who grow up with SpongeBob and watching One Piece. But I feel I don't know, it just feels a little strange. Maybe that's my new dad talking. I don't know, it feels a little strange to me.
Yeah, I don't know what the age group it, because maybe I don't know, if you're 13 years old.
Yeah, 13's fine.
Maybe it's okay, but then also
I'm talking about a 7-year-old who
are
goes
you getting Happy Meals when you're 13? Are you getting the toys when you're 13? I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. I honestly, I don't have a problem with it. It does make me curious who the target demographic is.
Yeah.
But whatever. If they're getting their bag,
maybe it's an adult meal. I'd be okay with an adult meal.
Yeah, getting a toy with
give me a toy. Give me a toy with an adult portion.
As an adult, you want your One Piece SpongeBob toy.
Well, yeah, that sounds awesome. To me, it sounds awesome.
Right.
Okay,
that's funny.
20 episodes of One Piece.
We sure did. We sure did watch 20 episodes.
I understand what you mean by God in One Piece now.
Yes. We did. We have seen him in the past 10. So when I was talking last episode, I had only seen up to episode 160.
Right.
And now in between 160 and 170, we actually have seen Enel. So we do know that he does have some sort of body.
Do you think Hunger Games ripped off One Piece?
What do you mean?
Put him in a survival arena.
I mean, it's not that similar.
I felt like it was pretty similar.
I think you're grasping at straws there a little bit.
Maybe a little bit. That was the thought that came into my brain.
You're talking about Hunger Games 2? Or what?
Hunger Games 2? What do you mean? You're
talking about Hunger Games 1.
Yeah, put them in a game. Not the capital side of things. I'm just talking about the concept of the Hunger Games.
It's not every man for themselves.
Okay, I guess not. That's just what I just like the connections.
It's literally just two groups of people fighting over the Holy Land, basically. And the Straw Hats happen to be there.
That's fine. I
don't think it's anything like Hunger Games.
Okay, sorry.
I do think that a weird amount of shows seem kind of similar to One Piece.
Yes, there are. Yeah.
A lot of times I'm watching One Piece and I'm like, this kind of reminds me of Avatar: The Last Airbender. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. No.
The gang, the Straw Hats kind of remind me of the gang a lot of times. And so I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
I'm trying to
You don't seem all that intrigued.
I don't know. I don't know if I would connect it to Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Something else I'm thinking about is Dragon Ball Z.
I haven't seen Dragon Ball Z.
Okay. Well, there's a kami in Dragon Ball Z. There's a god in Dragon Ball Z. But the god is kind of on par with several of the characters in Dragon Ball Z in terms of fighting abilities.
Yeah.
And so the fact that Enel, so Gonfalls used to be God. Enel usurped him basically, and now they're talking about usurping Enel. So that means that God, you can beat God. You can fight God and win.
Yeah.
I have a theory about this. The fact that there's a god in One Piece and it used to be Gonfalls, but then Enel defeated him, meaning Enel came from somewhere and became God. And now Gon Falls is immortal who can be beat by the priests and like almost die. And Chopper has to make medicine for him. And now they're talking about beating Enel. I think that these mortals are like ascending to godhood. And if they are beaten when they are a god, they fall from grace, essentially, become mortal again, and the new person becomes God. So I think that Enel used to be like a man. And then potentially, right, you can beat God and like become a god. Because that's what Enel did.
Do you think any of the Straw Hats would become a god?
I don't know. Because I'm like, if you beat Enel,
could Luffy like realistically be a god?
If Luffy beats Enel, does that make him God? You know what I mean? Or what I think is actually going to happen is that I think Gon Falls is going to beat Enel again and become God again.
Okay.
But but if that's true, that you can just beat God and become God, and that a man, like a normal dude, can do that, can ascend to godhood, I think that opens up a whole can of worms.
It'd be interesting if later down the line we had to come back. Because, like, I think you and I talked about this last episode about, like, revisiting characters. Yep. It'd be interesting if we have to come back to Gon Falls after say he does reclaim his godhood. It'd be interesting if he willingly lets Luffy take his place. So Luffy has to become a god for a greater purpose.
Okay. I don't see how we could just move on from this and not revisit this at all. Like, yeah, I think at some point, if Gon Falls, that's my theory, is that Gon Falls is going to become God again. Yeah. I don't see how we could go the rest of the series without, like, if a problem comes up, I don't see how you could just not go to yourself, well, I guess we could go talk to God about it. I guess if we need help, I mean, we have God on our side. Okay. We actually brought God back to godhood.
The structure of these, like this show, like the way like we're constantly being introduced to like new power like elements and like scales or whatever.
Right.
I feel like
mantra and dials.
Yes, and mantra and dials, which mantra at force, but not without the telepathy.
No.
The be able to like sense dial. Things. It's like the spite. I know, but I'm talking about like mantra.
Yeah,
like the ability to like to sense.
When you
things.
said the force, I thought you were talking about.
No, I'm talking about like mantra, like the ability to like sense, which I guess is more spidey sense than the force.
Right.
But I was more comparing it to the force of like this like all like being thing around you.
Yeah, and the way they described it was weird. I'm like, you're like listening to it.
But okay, so with all these like power elements and like power objects, ultimately we're on a goal to find the One Piece. Mm-hmm. And in my brain, like I cannot like not think of the One Piece as like the most powerful thing. And the most worthy thing. It's either that or it's nothing.
It's the thing that everyone is looking for.
Right. So to me, I'm like, I almost feel like it makes sense for like Luffy, since he's our main protagonist. Like he has to like become like a warlord title. He has to become a god title. Like he has to like become these things to be worthy of the One Piece, to find the One Piece.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you have to like, there's your comparison to Avatar: The Last Airbender. In order for Aang to officially be the Avatar, he had to master all the elements. Every power structure we get in One Piece, I feel like Luffy has to master to be able to actually find the One Piece, to be the king of the pirates.
I don't necessarily agree with you on that, but I do think that the One Piece has to be better than those things. Because otherwise, what's the point?
Right.
I don't think you have to master everything. I don't think you have to, like...
Maybe not master, but I feel like you could be able to be at the same level.
But I think you have to be better. Because
better. So better than a god?
And that's my point. Because like also, and I said this before when we were talking about the Lost Island arc or the Millennium Dragon arc, whatever it's called, is that there's literally an immortality elixir in that arc, even though it's filler. Yeah. It's in the show, we watched it. And that's where they describe the Calm Belt, which they then talk about in canon episodes. So it's like, okay, these characters did experience that. These show characters experienced that, even if the manga characters did.
Right.
My point is that in that arc, there's an immortality elixir. And if the One Piece does not at least grant you immortality, then the immortality elixir is better than the One Piece. So the thing you should actually be looking for is the immortality elixir. So it's like, if the One Piece is not better than anything that you've introduced in the show so far, then what's the point? So the fact that, now we know that they're like these gods who are ascending to godhood. The One Piece has to make you a god or better.
Yeah.
And so it's weird. Something else that's interesting though is like the part that like weirds me out is that we know that these people are ascending to godhood. These are like men who are ascending to godhood and then like falling from grace. Like Gon Falls fell from, and he like almost died, and he's taking like mortal medicine now.
Right.
So like these are, at the end of the day, like kind of normal people, and maybe the throne gives you extra power or something like that. But Gone Falls has a really interesting line in like episode 168 or something like that, where he says, and this kind of bothered me. He says, he really is playing God. He's truly a powerful man, or something along those lines, like something very similar to that. But it's like, he literally said, he is really playing God. He truly is like a powerful man. And I'm going, is he a man or is he a god? Gone Falls is saying, Gone Falls used to be God. And he's saying, Enel is playing God. He's a really powerful man.
Yeah.
And I'm going, okay, are you saying that because he's playing God as in he's taking absolute control over all these people, which you didn't do when you were God? Or are you saying that because he's really powerful and he's playing God? Because again, you are a man. You would know better than anyone. You used to be in that position. You would know better. Like, if anyone would know, it's you. So that's kind of why I'm like, what is the deal with Enel?
Man, the symbolism for all this is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. One thing I really appreciate about One Piece. I love like we have Blackbeard, which is an iconic like pirate, like historical pirate.
Yeah.
The City of Gold.
El Dorado.
Yeah. I think that's so cool. I love how they're incorporating stuff like that.
The Shandians are literally indigenous people from America.
I love how they're incorporating that.
They live in teepees, and their land is being taken from them. Yeah.
So good.
I mean, yeah. I also really appreciate the parallels to real life myths or people. I mean, even Alabasta was like a combination of several different cultures, including Egypt, because there's the pyramid and stuff in there.
Yeah.
It's in the desert. It's the main villain's name is literally Crocodile, like the Nile crocodiles.
Yeah.
So it's like, I actually do really appreciate the parallels to real life stuff too.
Yeah. Do you have any thoughts on like the dials, the priests?
I don't know if I love the dials or the priests. I do. I like that
the dials feel like random object. The dials feel like, you know the squares in Mario Kart? How you hit a square and you get a random object?
Yeah.
That's what the dials feel like to me.
Yeah, they just
random power
boosts. They
boosts.
just kind of feel random.
Yeah.
I do like the fact that there's mantra, because I do like the fact that there's like Devil Fruit is the power system on the Blue Sea, and now they're in the White Sea, and it's totally different power system, and they don't know how to fight against it.
Yeah.
I really like it. It seems like everyone is a stronger fighter in the sky.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because in Jaya, the Straw Hats were the strongest people there, basically, except for Blackbeard, right?
Right.
Now they're in the sky, and everyone is crazy. All the priests, all the Shandians, Enel, Gone Falls. I'm like, whoa, like this is a new level.
Yeah.
That the Straw Hats haven't experienced before.
Master the elements to get to the One Piece.
But what's interesting is that the horse, the Pegasus, has a devil fruit power. They're a Zonin, same as Chopper, which means that they have like the horse and the bird devil fruit power, or vice versa. It was a bird who ate a horse fruit, or a horse who ate a bird fruit, something like that. I'm like, where did you get that? Why does the horse have this devil fruit power? Maybe you flew up to the sky.
Well, that would make sense.
Yeah, but it's really, why aren't other birds and stuff flying up there? You know what I mean?
Well, was the
devil fruit shot up from the sea?
Did a traveler bring a devil fruit?
Why is the only devil fruit that we see in the sky? Sorry, my car's gone.
It's okay.
Why is the only devil fruit that we see in the sky this random unicorn? Why are there no people with devil fruit powers? You know what I mean? That's the only devil fruit power that we've seen in Skypiea so far.
Yeah. So far.
One other thing that I thought about recently is that I feel like the South birds kind of break the whole system. The South birds, the birds that live in the forest, the giant forest, that always point south.
Right.
That they have to capture one in order to make it to the geyser that shoots them up into Skypiea.
Uh-huh.
The whole point of the Grand Line is that normal compasses don't work, and you have to have a log pose, and it takes you unless you have an eternal pose, it takes you sequentially island to island. So it basically forces you to adventure. It forces you to go experience a bunch of places. You can't make a beeline straight for the end of the Grand Line.
Right.
The South bird always points south. You can capture it. You can just chain it up, and then even if you
always have direction,
you always have a heading, because even if it's pointing south,
have a heading.
If you want to go west, okay, find out where south is, and then you can figure out where west is.
Isn't that kind of like a mystical thing where it's like you think you're going one way and then you're not?
No, it's because the compasses don't work.
Right.
Because they use the South bird to find their way to the geyser. So clearly it works.
It does work, yeah.
And so I'm like, why is everyone not doing this? Why doesn't everyone have a South bird like chained up on their boat? Because if you lose your log pose, you're done.
Heaven's judgment.
Heaven Judgment.
Oh, Heaven Judgment.
Enel will just blast you.
No, I'm giving you Heaven Judgment. You're hurting my brain.
Oh, okay. I feel like and honestly, to me, I would appreciate one line. If someone said one line where they're like, "Oh, well, Southbirds don't live long in captivity," I'd be like, "There we go. There we go. Perfect."
It might happen.
It might happen. So right now, I can only guess why in universe Southbirds aren't a normal thing.
Our One Piece correspondent, Dan Batui.
Yeah. Because if they don't explain it away, to me, that breaks the entire system of the Grand Line. This one little thing, this Southbird existing, breaks the entire system.
Maybe we'll get our answer before episode 180.
Yeah, maybe so.
Maybe so. Thank you guys. I think that's everything.
That's everything I don't want to say.
Yeah, I think that's everything. Thank you guys so much for watching, listening, following us on all social media platforms. We're gonna hit a little bit of a lull in movie season.
Oh, right. Summer's coming to an end.
Right. So let us know what stuff you want to see from us in the gaps.
Sure.
Maybe some more guests.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Follow us everywhere. Check out my One Piece watch through on the Patreon.
Yes.
And we'll catch you next time. Thank you so much for driving in with us.
Bye.